Hey guys, I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations, and this week in the craft room we're starting the day out in the garden because it is the first day of June and it is just beautiful, and I just want to show you guys what's blooming. The flowers in the garden inspire me so much, the colors and shapes and forms. This one's just crawling in some variety of ant, but look at the structure, like the pattern on the petals. Yeah, it looks junky as all get out, but we've got some more of that trumpet vine as well as these really fine little flowers. You can hear Z-Dog barking. I gotta go let him know that we're home. But just tiny little, almost yarrow-like flowers. Hard to get a focus on it, but growing on really like airy stems. Just clusters of them. I'm pretty sure whenever they go to seed, it's going to stick into our clothes, and that's going to be terrible. So we need to get this taken care of. But in the meantime, it's so pretty. So here's neighbor cat and Z-Dog. Hey, big boy. Yeah, we just got home. Randy took me out to dinner, and that was really nice. But gonna let Z in. So this is how the Randivon trees are doing. That's two black walnuts that grow together there at the base with some irises down at the bottom. And there's neighbor cat being a ham. Oh, just a big old ham and cheese sandwich. You're so hammy, you're so cheesy. Yeah. I've planted some zinnias here in this front bed, but I have not watered them, so I don't imagine they'll be taking off. I'm hoping for rain, but if not, I'll go ahead and water them. We have some nice new growth on the rose bush. A new very vibrant bloom. And also in this bed are Swiss chard plants, and the peas have been doing so well. And we've been eating quite a few peas. And they're just as crisp and wonderful as everything. Or they're as crisp and wonderful as anything, is what I meant to say. And so here you can see all these peas here. And it starts up, just peas all the way up. More chard in between. Like, I really love just those boldly colored stems. This is a volunteer squash vine of some variety. So I was just gonna let it grow because I think it's beautiful. We sat down the cardboard and mulch that we got for free from the recycling center back in January. December or January, I think. Well, hey, neighbor cat. He got boogers. He's got something on with his eyes, but... Well, the cardboard and everything did really well. The mulch is breaking down nicely, and you can see we've got some nice edible ornamentals growing here. You can see here we have some more peas, some more of the chard. The peas are growing over into it, but that's okay. The main things I need to watch out for are harvesting, or rather weeding, black walnuts. And this is sand milkweed, which normally I like, and I'll let leave to climb up the fence. And I'm not certain what this is, but I didn't plant it, so we're going to remove that. But we do have, if this vining plant were growing closer in among the fence, I would have let it stay. But here in the front of the bed, it's in the wrong spot. So, and they self-seed, or the pods, they go everywhere. We're in such abundance, it'll be fine. So let's see over here. Oh, what's this? Some kind of allium family, like garlic or something. Let's sniff it. I can't really smell anything. I lost my sense of smell for the most part. It doesn't smell strongly, not to me at least. But yeah, I just love this tree because check it. I can just get lost under here. Did that make anybody else seasick? But yeah, so over here we have a volunteer tomato plant that I'm gonna need to go ahead and put a cage on. Oh, I do love the way that the tomato plants smell. Now here, I've got some pokeweed growing up through and quite a bit of grass. So see a weed, pull a weed. You don't have to get them all, but just getting some. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Oh, there's another pokeweed, but this is a sunflower. I'm gonna leave that. I've got a beautiful morning glory coming up here. I have no idea what this is. That doesn't go there. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't go there. Sometimes if I pull weeds and they have too much of their root balls on them, they'll kind of replant themselves. That's one of the downsides, not downsides, but one of the things to watch out for with this chop and drop kind of weeding method. Okay, I could get caught up into doing this all day and the mosquitoes are starting to eat me alive. So, tomato plant. Woo! Mint. False dragon head. False dragon head. False dragon head that ain't doing so hot. But we'll see. Because you can see the stem cluster here coming through. I've got to do something about all of this. And then there's some more. It's not doing well. But that's okay. This is a pumpkin plant of some variety. Look at it growing through the fence. And see, here's some of that sand milkweed. This is going to be beautiful, all covered in flowers and aphids and butterflies. It's a great trap plant for aphids. But wow, this is quite the plant we got growing here, you guys. Just going to try to keep all the vines in the bed, because I figured that's the best way to get this bed planted, is to let one plant take the whole thing over. Yeah, so that's where our big tree was. I miss very much, but we're growing a pokeweed hedge, and we have the pumpkin coming in through here. You can see we have some blossoms. Very exciting. Naughty, naughty. Vines coming up out of bed. Look at the size of that leaf, though, you guys. Like, my goodness gracious. Ooh, you don't need to be there. Just chop and drop. I don't want to put it on the plant, though, so I'm just going to yeet it over yonder. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, well, that's the front yard. So now, coming through here on the side garden, we are passing that other giant pumpkin plant. The turtle sunning trough is kind of just sitting there, but I like to sun my turtles. They're my fairy god turtles. No, I'm just watching them for my niece while she's in college. But you can kind of see the whole personality of this side garden has changed since that tree is no longer there. But that means that now the rain will come through, and now the sunshine comes through, which heats the house up quite a bit. But I miss the tree, but I can plant sunflowers and stuff there now. So this is the back garden. We have a whole lot of this, which is kind of has slightly sticky leaves and stem, like cleavers almost. But I don't know what it is, but it gets little bricklebur style clingers on the stems that were the flowers. And I don't mind leaving them while they're the flowers, because, you know, if they've got flowers, surely some pollinator is coming through and making use of them. Wow, look at that. What on earth is that growing in my garden? Wow, that's really pretty. Oh my God, look at all this pokeweed. It's a good idea to get the pokeweed while it's small. And this stuff is a nice, easy mulch, but I want to leave these wild violets. But this stuff pulls up so easy. But yeah, I don't know what that is, but I know it's a weed, though. Woo! Sacrificing some blood to the mosquitoes. Getting that. This stuff is invasive, but I'm not going to get it without clippers. My hands get so sore now that I have to be a little more discerning about what I fight with and what I just decide to go ahead and use the clippers. But yeah, so now we can save that little hosta. Sorry, I should be a better camera person. I'm practicing. I'll get better, I hope. Some sassafras growing up here. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the back garden because this is where we'll be taking you around. We'll show you some different things. Definitely some squatch sign here. And by Sasquatches, I mean chickens, but that's okay. Gosh, I like that hosta. The lilies. Oh, and there's fireflies out tonight and everything, you guys. What a beautiful night. Oh, but yeah, the lilies are popping off down this road. The phone, I'm not very good at, camera work, but I wish I could show you what I see because I just love it. Like, we're just on a quarter of an acre on the wrong side of the tracks, but we were able to make a little piece of heaven for ourselves here. And we learned a lot, so I have faith that we'll be able to do it again, because we'll be leaving our soil behind, but what we learned we can take with us. So I'm really looking forward to moving to Alabama, because I have a neighbor who likes loud cars, and I don't hold that against them. I would just like to be a little farther away. But it is a lovely evening. The loud car only lasts a little bit, then it goes back to being peaceful again. I don't know if the camera's picking up on any of the lightning bugs. Do you call them lightning bugs or fireflies where you're from? After our most recent mow, the clover meadow is coming back into bloom. And right here, these are the white clover. You can see it has the 3-petaled or 3-leafed clusters and the beautiful little puffs of clover flowers. So fun to pet. Over here we have some broadleaf plantain that's starting to send up seed stalks. My favorite is when they're shaped like that. Isn't that neat? But they just grow real tight and low to the ground. And apparently when they're wee bitty, you can eat them like spinach, but I've got spinach in the house and these are always very fibrous to me. I don't know if it's because I'm just not growing them. Oh, there's a lightning bug. You can see the lilies there in the background. The grapes are actually doing pretty well. We've got nests in both of the birdhouse gourds. So they're looking a little pitiful, but I haven't pruned these grapes ever, so just that they're still on there is impressive to me at all. And then this bird over here, I don't know what variety it is, but it's a nice like rusty tan color. And it's just the friendliest, like bravest bird. I'm not going to say friendly because it's kind of standoffish, but it's brave though. It's braver than the other birds. So over here we have our lightning bugs. And we have there's the train, our borage. Just big old clusters of just the prettiest, most interesting flowers. You can see all the ants are hard at work. And right over from the side of that, we have our comfrey, which is sending up its flowering stalks, and it's got some beautiful little, look at how tiny that is. I mean, they're smaller flowers, but that's still really cool. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good focus on that. But yeah, we've got the comfrey flowering, and then this whole area right here is sunchokes or Jerusalem artichoke. And then here we have some lamb's quarter. Whenever the chickens are confined to their coop, I'll pick lamb's quarter and Jerusalem artichokes, and they eat the greenery from that. But this should have some, pokeweed. Seaweed, pullerweed. There should be some celosia down in here, but I have not been watering this bed, so it might not have made it. We also have a mulberry tree that's coming back. But yeah, the sunchokes make a wonderful privacy screen that just normally isn't here in the fall. And then these are the yew plants that we have, some lilies and things. It's a beautiful, sorry, I shouldn't get distracted by every, we do have some bagworm activity. Whenever I see them, I just pluck it off, trying to not cause damage to the plant. But I love the green of the new growth. And I need to get in here and do some weeding. There's Sam's black walnut tree. Squirrels planted this where we buried Sam Dog. And I'm hoping it'll grow enough this year that, I don't think it will, but if it grew enough that it could be a staff, I was going to cut it down and take it with us. But I think it's a little too big now to transplant. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. All of this Jerusalem artichoke. We put this gnome next to plants that we're trying to get rid of. Underneath this trash can is a very invasive wisteria that I did not plant, but it keeps resurrecting, and we need it to not do that. Goodness gracious, look at all these lilies. That's just a dream come true. Look at that. Lilies and fireflies, oh my. And twains. It's just as blurry in person. The chainmail chandelier is now all lit up. Well, except for that one. But that one might be dead. It's one of my favorite things to come out here and kind of unwind. It's part of my coming home from work, even though I work at home. It's going out to my garden to put my chickens to bed, having a walkabout, and just taking a moment to grab some of that mundane and turn it into magic or something. Like sometimes if I don't intentionally go and do something joyful, it just doesn't happen. It's happening and I just don't take the time to let it soak in. So I like to come out to the garden and let it soak in. Feed the mosquitoes. But we'll see what creativity hopefully this helped replenish. But also, even if I wake up tomorrow and I still have a creative rut and I'm still super stressed, I figure while I'm rambling, y'all can be enjoying the lightning bugs with me. But if I'm waking up and I'm stressed and tired and everything, I still had this moment. I still took this time to relax and unwind and enjoy myself. And nature is popping off tonight. I really like this this long stretch for sitting because it makes a really dark area. But yeah, just listening to the cicadas. It's bedtime though, so I'm gonna head on in, undo my magic girl transformation, and just enjoy an evening with Randy and the critters. And I'll see y'all in the morning. Mwah. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It's actually still morning. It's been a super chill day so far. I'm just getting some tie-dyes tied. We have them all set up here on the counter in their bins. That way we can put some dyes on them, get the ice on them, and then move on to our next tasks for the day, which are video editing and getting that vlog uploaded because I'm already a couple hours behind. And then sculpting and just getting stuff made for the SoonerCon art show. And I have to say, I've been having so much fun tying up the tie-dyes and stuff into these geode ties, because in yesterday's chat, like, folks were like, in our live stream, folks were excited about what colors they were interested in stuff, and that y'all being excited about it makes me excited about it even more. So I'm just like very excited. So neighbor cat's eating some kitty chow, and Ember is trying to hitchhike because she is tired of us. She says, I will escape one day.
And here we see the wild catamount. Being a cat.
Yeah.
In an urban setting.
She's just standing there sniffing the breeze. I love her. What are they doing?
Who?
Z and Ember. Look at her go!
Probably taking a poop.
Well, Z's gonna clean her ears. Where is she?
She gonna take a shit.
Well, all right then. She's just like... She says, see this mint plant? This mint plant. I'm gonna fertilize this mint plant.
How you like your mint?
She's been right fertilized. She has been an indoor cat every day of her life for 19 years. But today she's doing parkour.
Today she's scattered it.
Yeah. Ember's just enjoying. She's living her best life. And neighbor cat. They're just watching her. This is the layer of blue-gray. So I've added the raven black in on the empty wedges and spots on the geode tie, which actually this one's a mandala tie. Now over here I have a geode circle skirt that I want to do in colors to match the trumpet vine blooms. So I'm going to do coral pink, phoenix flame, fuchsia, and orange sherbet or sorbet. I don't know. So this is how that's looking. I wanted to go with a diagonal strata just to, I don't know, it felt like it. So this was the fuchsia red. Then we have our coral pink, which is actually like an orangey color. Then the green toned here is like phoenix flame, and then orange sherbet. And then it just goes on repeat. So here I have black ice and brush steel, which I ran out of. But the black ice is this color and the blue steel are these colors. So now I guess I'm gonna pick another color and see what happens. So we just filled in the gaps and sprinkled throughout with the raven black. So that'll be interesting to see how it looks with this color blend as well as with that color blend. So we have a festival dress down in here, and I'm gonna do daffodil, maroon, and electric blue. So I got this far before I ran out of the electric blue, so I'm gonna do the remainder in this midnight blue, and I'm excited about that. Oh, and we're also completely out of daffodil, so oops. Now this next skirt, we're putting a bunch of colors on. We've got warrior princess, we've got herbaceous, jade green, lime squeeze, and chartreuse. And this is how she's looking. We're fixing to need to go get the ice because we're getting close. So here we have a blend of baby blue, aquamarine, and kingfisher blue. So this should be a really cool like aqua blue green skirt. Well, I don't even know what's in here. I think it's 2 shirts actually. Well, shit, I don't know. So we got the first layer of ice and additional soda ash applied. And now I'm gonna come through and we're going to do the dye and ice on all the second layers. We don't have one necessarily for each of them, but that's okay. And just like that, we are all done, and these get to wait until tomorrow to be rinsed out. I am so excited about this one, inspired by the trumpet vines. I mean, everything else was kind of just like, well, let's use what we got. Randy just informed me that that was 96 pounds of ice. Holy smokes. So I just finished up doing the sculpting on this dragon eye, and I'm testing out the color schemes and the color shifts. I'm really digging that purple and green. Okay, yeah, I like this one. So the purple ocean dragon eye is now, the oven's preheating for that, but we get to test and see if the magnet will do what we need it to do on this dragon eye. I just got another dragon eye sculpted. Gonna go put this one in the oven. So I'm not doing any more work tonight. It's 9 p.m. We've gotten this far on this bad boy. I think there's polymer clay all over my screen, so that's why it's blurry. But look at that. We got some varnish put on it. I'm gonna do the antiquing tomorrow. And let me show you the other one I did. This one, which still needs painted, but I'm excited. Good morning, everybody. Please pardon the AC noise. It's warm again today, but I want to show you what we've got on our workbench. Dragon eyes. So I don't really have a plan for this one, but I'm just letting it grow as it goes, and hopefully it will end up good. Yes. So it's 11 o'clock. This is how far the sculpting's come along. It's time for another cup of coffee. Randy is outside picking peas for breakfast, and the tie-dye is just steeping, so we're going to be rinsing that out later today. He's being a dog. Just look at him. Just look at that dog. Randy's been doing fantastic work getting some more scale strips made for inventory for the upcoming Dragon Con. And I've got breakfast going. I'm getting chicken. I'm supposed to cover these, and the skillet's nice and hot. Okay, well, I probably shouldn't be vlogging this, but I need to focus on just cooking. But we're cooking up some mushrooms and chicken and peas, and I think I have a little bit of rice for Randy left over in the fridge. So we're about 90 days out from Dragon Con, but we are 7 days from our deadline for getting stuff made for SoonerCon. So back to work. So it is Wednesday, so I am volunteering at the horse sanctuary today, and that in mind, I've got time to get a crock pot going. So I have a bed of sweet potatoes and little potatoes here in the bottom. I use a crock pot liner because my crock is cracked, but I don't want to get a new one until we move to Alabama. But it's been cracked for a couple of years. But now I know I'll donate it or something when I don't know, it's still good. I'll take it with me, I think. And that's the internal struggle. That is the internal struggle that I am experiencing about everything. To be like, well, it's broken, but I could get a new one, but I'll wait to get a new one until we move. But this one still works just fine. So it's like, I don't have to make that decision today. So for now, I'm just going to cook in my crock pot until it dies. So now we've got, this is mine with the mushrooms. That's Randy's with no mushrooms. Prepped for tomorrow's lunch. And today's breakfast / lunch is mushrooms, garden peas in their pod, and chicken, and then Randy's having rice because he didn't care for mushrooms. So I have a mostly defrosted pork loin with thyme, minced garlic, minced onion, and a cup of broth made from beef bouillon with, did I say bay leaves? Oh. But yeah, we're gonna cook this all dang day on high. So I'm making fair progress on the eye. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow of it, but it's horse camp time. So I'm gonna go put on my sunblock and like sun shirts and stuff. And I think we're gonna be cleaning some tack today and grooming some horses. Okay, so I got the big kiln loaded, super complex. We're just doing a sheet melt. This is how it looks before it's been fired. Look at these two. Oh, there he goes. Fit check. I got my boots and my leggings and my sun shirt. I am ready to go. My favorite thing about this town is the super cool courthouse that I don't know if we're going to get a good view of, but you can just see it up over there. It's really cool.
Jeez, buddy.
It's much prettier from like in person and up close to it. But
Nice.
no, it is. It's a really cool courthouse. Then passing Kellogg Lake, another one of my favorite spots in town. Again, also prettier in person. Y'all, look at these horses!
The heifer, the one that needs to be on dry lot, you can see how fat he is. And then directly behind us there, the other sorrel horse is back in the shade. Oh crap. It's Pirate, he's the other one that got rode today. We have the two sorrels on the left here, gave lessons. Hopefully you got a new edit.
It's gigantic and he's got the biggest head. So the sanctuary that I've been volunteering at since March is the Warriors of the Rainbow Horse Sanctuary. There'll be a link down in the video description where y'all can read its story and find out about Candy, the lady who runs the place. She's a real treat and gem of a person, y'all. Like, truly, I feel like I'm getting the opportunity of a lifetime to get to learn from her and to get to help her on the sanctuary and to get to be around these amazing horses. And it's one of the high points of my week. And it's just, I'm recording this as I've gotten home and the pets are demanding attention, so I will see you in future Vaughn time zone. That horse is paying attention to you, honey. Hey y'all, I just got back a little while ago from the horse sanctuary, and it's getting pretty hot, so I've washed all the sweat off and I'm fixing. Tomorrow's Randy's birthday, you guys. He turns 39, and I'm gonna make him a strawberry pie and also a cheesecake, just because it's his birthday. Washing tie-dye by moonlight, gonna be working all night. It's the tale of Randy Vaughn. So I went outside to ask Randy if he wanted shortbread or graham cracker crust for his strawberry pie and cheesecake, because we could do it either way for either of them. And I started mowing the grass. So the front yard is now mowed. I love our little, well, hey neighbor cat. He was like, it looked like you were ready to pet me. I love the way the logs are turning out. And then our pumpkin plant over here. Y'all, I've never tried growing pumpkins before. I've been apparently missing out on something that I just naturally excel at, because I didn't even plant that and it's just going. So I don't think this had anything to do with me. Yes, neighbor cat, you're a very good boy. This ain't about me. That pumpkin plant is going places and I'm not gonna get in its way. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Randy's still rinsing out tie-dyes, but I've got the cheesecake and the strawberry pie ready. Alrighty, y'all, we're having dinner. The roast came out, I don't know, I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks great. And salad, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. First things first today. It's a very busy Thursday. I gotta get all this crap not being that way, so wish me luck. So that's it after. I know it doesn't look any better, but it's at least pulled up and I'm using it to mulch itself. Yet again, I am frustrated at my inability to capture what it is that I'm seeing with my eyes in a way that translates to the phone. You know, the phone's camera. But those lilies are popping off this morning. The birds are being beautiful. I'm letting all of my spring crops kind of just go to seed, and I'm going to pull them up and then use them as a chop and drop mulch over here. That way possibly any seed heads on them might take off in the fall. But the thing that's really got me is these morning glories, you guys. The house wrens are singing. Oh yeah. It's a good day. It's a good day. I let the lamb's quarters go to seed. They haven't even started flowering yet, but and some little pea flowers. So the next stage for today is to go in and I need to pick and produce the shop update. It is 10:06 in the morning. My work day has kind of officially begun and I am grooving all these cabochons. Alrighty, you guys. So it is like 10:33 and I'm only doing half of these cabochons because I'm whooped. And it's Randy's birthday and I don't want to spend my whole day here in the grinding closet grooving caps. And that also, it staggers that we're running really low on groovable cabochons. So until I'm able to order or source more, we're just kind of spreading them out. So it's okay. I can redistribute the workload. But I'm done. I'm freaking done. Now on to the next step of the shop update. So I have picked the 2 trays for the shop update, but I want to show you my problem. I do this to myself every week. I clean off my work surfaces and then I get them covered in stuff so that there's like literally nowhere to put like freaking anything. Ooh, except for right here. It is 11:33 and I have just finished taking pictures of this week's shop update. So time to get them uploaded. And breakfast was strawberry pie, but lunch we're having something of substance: black-eyed peas, chicken, and salad. Mine's got mushrooms on it. And then Randy's been making these all morning. He's made the necklaces. These are the mantles. These are going to grow up to be those, which are going to evolve into those. So I missed Randy opening it, but I heard him wow weave from across the room. Oh, that's nice. I like that. But yeah, so here's the edge view. You can see how it's completely like smoothed and rounded out. It's still close to 500 degrees, maybe 300 to 500 degrees, so it's got to cool down. But that's okay. That is so cool. I can't wait to see how it looks in cab form. To get some post-lunch relaxation, I am back out here in the garden for the unending task of weeding. So my goal is to chop and drop, since we're not buying any mulch this year. I want to keep all this chopped and dropped and mulched with grass clippings. And you can see some things I missed, but they'll be easy to pull back up. But man, it's not shady at all over here. Oh well. So I'm going to try to get like this section. Let's get the easy stuff. I'm going to get what's been gotten retouched back over. And then, oh, nice Z. I was going to say then I'm going to go sit in that chair, but Z's set in the atmosphere with a nice steamy pile of processed dog kibble. God damn it. Also, this is the last of our bees. My heart hurts for them as they've got the ones that have passed away right over there too. And y'all remember how big the straggler swarm was. But I don't know. I have this like kind of like admiration and sadness for them, and I was talking to Randy about it last night, and I was like, if they're like if you found one of their journals, the bees would say, we get to live out the last of our peaceful days in this Eden of a place. But we miss her, our queen. And Randy was like, "Aw." And I was just like, the poor bees, Randy. But look, like there's one over on the clover. So it's... hopefully they've been peaceful last days for them. Well, it may not look like I did a whole lot, but you can see where I pulled some weeds out of the edges of the bed, too. Oh! And yet I always still seem... I must not have gone down this area, because I try to pick up... sometimes stuff gets mowed up and missed, just trash-wise, so... I just treat little bits of this and that like little... see a weed, pull a weed. And unfortunately, it's just all the place. So it's probably not super evident that I got a lot done, but every little bit, and this really works, like, so I'm gonna bake it. I'm gonna bake it so everything's locked in, and then I can do another layer of details or whatever it is that I'm gonna be doing. I don't know. I really feel like I ought to. I am rife with indecision. Yeah, I'm gonna bake it. So Randy has finished all of the tie-dyes. They are waiting here for us to do our photo shoot, which I think is going to be a not today thing because it's past 6 p.m. on Randy's birthday, and we gonna go celebrate by, I don't know, probably holding the couch down and just snuggling. Good morning, everybody. Guess what Randy found for me? My handheld tripods. Now you don't have to hear my phone case crackle when I'm vlogging, and I can go like this so you can see more of my messy porch behind me. Okay, so I did a little bit of gardening this morning without showing you, but it was just more like cleaning out the paths and stuff. But today we are uncovering these two beds, so I'm going to go ahead and help Randy with that. You remember that one time when I got attacked by a bee or like a horsefly or something? When this was the strawberry bed? Do you remember? Because I had to go running. How long ago did we put these here? So I got completely sidetracked from cleaning that mess in there with tidying up and organizing our Procyon fabric dyes. And quite frankly, this is like weaponized procrastination because I should have been doing the other thing, but at least this got done. Hey guys, we had a fantastic live stream today, and we got this dragon eye painted, which let me show you how it looks under a black light. Oh, I don't want to set it down because here, let me put it in the tripod. Okay. That's just so cool. I just love it. Oh, I cannot even. So now we're going to go and do a photo shoot for the tie-dye skirts for probably a shop update at like the end of the month, but we'll see. All right, and I've got the video recording, and I'll just go through and edit. How's that?
That works.
Is this a good spot?
A little further that way. Yeah. Now you're more centered up.
That breeze. Woo. What up, baby?
It's my ankle.
Oh, that's what that crack was?
Yeah. Show me to walk. Yeah, you're good. That one is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I saw cheeks.
What?
I saw cheeks.
I have pants on.
I know.
Oh, okay. Fashion.
As was the fashion of the time.
I wore an onion on my belt, as was the fashion of the time. Okay, water. Okay, you guys, so this is the skirt that I wanted to do a color scheme that was inspired by the trumpet vines, and this is how she's looking. Let's get her on and see how she spins.
You gonna spin?
Yeah. God, that's gorgeous. All right, well, I don't have the hiccups anymore, but I'm still pretty nauseous. Hey guys, we just finished doing our Saturday live stream. I'm finishing up my cauldron of cocoa, and I had such a good time hanging out with everybody, but I want to show y'all, in case you missed it, what we worked on today. So this right here is how Friday's Dragon Eye came out. I'm having so much fun painting these. And we're working on a teal one. I don't know if I'm going to do another layer of scratches or not. I mean, I think that one might be done. And then this one's still drying, but they both need backed with like a final color. But, oh, I love that. I had so much fun making these in chat today, later in the stream. But then I still have 6 more. And then we did a giveaway for our super mega crap box. And y'all, this is all the stuff. Like, it was so fun. We unpacked the whole thing in the stream and stuff. But we give these away as our subscription giveaways. Whenever we hit 30 subscribers, like 30 subscriptions, we do a giveaway of one of these super mega crap boxes, or craft boxes. And that's just for the month of June. But I'm really excited about it. So, and then sweet little Ember's been having a hard day, but she's doing all right. We also did some bird watching at the bird feeder. But up next, I'm making chicken parmesan. And check this out. Randy's been so hard at work. Look at all these scales. And this is the second one. That's the first one that he wove. He gets them made up into scales like this. And then I weave them together. I weave them together into the shoulder pauldrons. So it's a 2-man job on that one, but we're getting it done. Okay, you guys, so what we've got going on here is a Z-Dog who's been very fussy. But no, we've got, this is the chicken, all shaketed and baketed in the a mix between those two, because I only had one bag of that, and I like them nice and shake-it and bake-it. And so we're air frying. My oven, my friend Barbie was like, I think my oven's got an air fryer. Mine does too. I'm going to try it. And then we've got, in Macaulay Cauldron, my nasty little air fryer, we've had a sauce just a simmering away all day, made with some of the tomatoes out of the garden from the freezer from last year, as well as like just some canned sauce and some other things. But I'm excited to, and then we're going to be boiling up these tortellini nudes. Now, I don't have a whole lot of faith in my red sauce because it's always tasting very acidic, but we've got our chicken breasts have been air fried. We've got 2 boobs and 2 thighs. We'll put some sauce on it. We're going to cheese it. We're going to pop it in the oven while the noodles finish. And I think I forgot some stems in here, so we're going to have to watch out for some stems. Oh, that's a nice saucy parm. And anything that's left, I'm going to put some on the noodles, and then the rest we're going to kind of reassemble as leftovers. And I'll show y'all how we do that too. So now we've got some Italian style. Look at all those cheeses. We got skim. We got mozzarella. Oh, we got to be looking at we got part skim mozzarella, provolone, Parmesan, Romano, Fontina, and Assaggio cheese up in here. Goodness gracious, have you ever seen such good camera work and delicious chicken Parmesan all at the same time? Hopefully, the camera work's not great, but hopefully I have faith in the chicken. By the power of cheese, it's going to be good. Now, as we were saying, by the power of cheese, all of these tortellini have, I'm just fogging up have cheese in them. So even though it's a meatless red sauce, because I'd started to cook up some Italian sausage, but I think it was freezer burnt beyond all recognition. And like just the goodness was out of it because I was cooking it and it didn't smell bad. It just smelled like hollow. And I was like, I think that's been there for like 3 or 4 years in the freezer. So I decided to not eat it, which felt wise at the time. But I can be real bad about eating expired food. And I know I ought not to, but well, here I am. So there's no meat in the sauce, but I think that'll be just fine. So dinner is served. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it's good. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, that was terrible. That was like pure acid, tomato, terribleness. Cheese was good. Chicken was okay. I really need to start hitting it with that spiky hammer that we have. What'd you think of dinner, baby?
It just tastes like heartburn.
It tastes like heartburn. I'm sorry. You said he ate every bite.
3 stars.
3 stars. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, and I'm loading the kiln. First thing, have not even had my first cup of coffee yet. Send help. She came up and started loving on me, and I was like, well, anytime she comes to me, I want to make time for her. She seems to be doing a little better than what she was yesterday. Yeah. She's my good grumpy girl. But yeah, look at her. She's so sweet. Yeah. Oh, she wants some snugs. But yeah, I'm painting a silver and a red eye. And I needed to take a break. Kitty break. So we chunked up some of the yellow sheet melt we had done last week or the other day ago, I'm not certain. And then Randy came through and loaded it with some of our homemade frit, capping those yellow chunks. So this is how that is looking pre-firing. And I'm still in here painting eyes with Ember's Company. So I've gotten a silver eye painted so far today, as well as I am working on a red and silver and black eye too. So that's exciting. Hey guys, so I'm getting ready for today's live stream. I've got a new bruise. I'll be alright. That was from painting dragon eyes, but if I don't put on eyebrows and eyeshadow and stuff, my whole face just glows on the camera. So, but it's a wonderful thunderstorm. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but I'm gonna keep doing this, and then I'll show you. We'll go hang out on the porch a little bit before the stream starts. So I've gotten my face on, I need to pick earrings, and then it's time to stream. Oh yeah, it's raining. It's been some nice thunder and such. We've got water flowing. I had gotten a little bit tidied up. Doesn't that look a little better? I still need to move those pieces of clay pipe. That was the clay pipe that our water main, whenever we got it replaced. That's how long it had been since last time that had been upgraded, as they were still using clay. But hey guys, we just finished up having our live stream and I had a really good time. I want to show you what all we got made. So we painted this eye yesterday, but today we did the sculpting on it, and quite frankly I think that is pretty cool. So there's that one, and then we got this one painted, and that's pretty neat. We just, and I don't know if I've shown you all of them. Let's just get them flipped over so you can see all the eyes. I'll need to flip them back over because I don't know if the acrylic paint will stick to the stone. I know that if these were my nail polish eyes, they would totally be in a state. But there's all of the eyes that we still have to set, and that's very exciting. So, but now I want to take you guys and show you the garden because it's just gorgeous today. It's finally stopped raining. Hey you guys, Z-Dog and I are fixing to go outside and look at the garden because it's been really rainy all day, and it's such, like, it is such a beautiful day. I just want to take you on a quick garden tour because I don't think I'm going to get the chance to later in the week, and that way you get to see what the beginning of the week was like, what right now is like, and then we'll probably start off next week's vlog with another, like, just every 3 days I'm going to give you all another recap because everything's just growing so much. So here we are in the front yard. Oh, I loved this clay pot, like the concept of it, but my Thai basil is pitiful. I overwintered that. There's a squirrel. Oh, there's a squirrel. Did you see it? I don't know where he went. But yeah, there's our... Oh, do we have some sprouting? We do. I bet that's a zinnia. Whee! Zinnias. Whoa, grass. Whoa. All right. Look at that chard. Big, beautiful leaves. I wish I liked eating this stuff because apparently I can grow it okay. It seems to really like check out how it's behaving here around the roses versus how it's behaving here where it gets full sun. And then we get into the shade of the black walnut trees. And then we get to where, I don't know what the correlation is yet. But our tomato plants are setting flower. Oh, that makes me happy. And then we've got a sunflower coming up, some morning glories on the fence. We've got another volunteer tomato plant or two. We've got some weeds, that's okay. Please pardon the traffic noises. That's just, urban living, I guess. See a weed, pull a weed. I could do this all day. Some of our false dragon head is taken off. This stuff and these two don't seem to be doing particularly well, but that's all right. And then this pumpkin, oh my god, like it's just growing and growing. I'm gonna have to make sure. My neighbor said that I can get around to the other side, but I need to make sure that it's not going off into his yard. So much pumpkin though. That's a pumpkin plant. That's a pumpkin plant. That's a pumpkin plant. We need to get this path actually sunk in a little bit more, and I think I'm going to have it like curve. But here's another angle on this. More of that pumpkin coming through, and that seems to be doing perfect. I'm also growing a poke border because I'd like to use, look at these wild violets. Doing so good, just coming up. Wow. we already have some little seeds or berries forming from the poke. I want to use those to dye some of the gourds. And then we have a big old nightshade plant here. That shouldn't be there, but it's beautiful. With some sand vine growing up. But this is where you can see, ran out of rocks. Or actually I started getting rained on too hard. But I love doing bits of wood in the garden like that because it gives the wildlife something to exist in. And let's come back around here. And then from this end of the yard, we need to get that hackberry trimmed back and get all that cleared out, but not necessarily today. Stuff's just growing and growing. Those day flowers are popping off. Love that hosta. Look at the hostas. Oh my god. I love hostas. I'm trying to find places to put and utilize these cages. But we've got some wonderful lilies. Just come in here. It's getting to where we need to mow again, but that's okay because I've been harvesting all of the, I feel like the lawn is a crop in and of itself because you can see we have so much clover and plantain and dandelions and different things growing that I just feel like it's like locking in some green fertilizer, you know, carbon locking. We'll need to put a cage down here before these plants get too big to hold the tomato and the sunflowers up. But our little cabbages, these are broccolis. These are broccolis, but we took the row covers off of them because they were just so overgrown. Like they were pushing on the row cover. These are my friend Lori's 3rd year. She sent me seeds, and this is my 3rd year growing them. Or is it the 2nd? I don't know. But we're just growing them here. And I think I might take some of them and plant them in other beds. Here's the cabbages. And check this out, some Asclepias tuberosa for the... This is Hello Yellow, I do believe, is the variety of Asclepias. But milkweed. But yeah, and then with a big old 4 o'clock growing up in the middle here, there's a wild Z-dog just having a sniff about the yard. Got potatoes in that bed. Here's the kitchen sage, one of my favorite flowering herbs, because why not? And then here's our pond, and one of our fish passed away, but it is being feasted upon by tadpoles, and I'm not going to show that, but it's the circle of life and these things happen. But I love the way the Jerusalem artichokes just made a nice barrier. And then the Virginia creeper, like it just, the lilies are finally starting to peter out. Here's the grapes and the gourds and the chickens. The spring beds are going to seed essentially, which is okay. We get lots and lots of pollinators, and that's just all right. We've got a little nest in there. A little nest in there. Got some chickens. These day flowers seem to be doing really well. Oh, just beautiful. Love, love, love these lilies. All of this is how the false dragon head grows in other parts of the yard. So this is what I was hoping to achieve along the fence. This is Sam Dog's black walnut tree. Doing really well. Quite tall now. I'll need to come through and do some weeding. We've got some more lilies. But yeah, just a nice shade wall for the chickens. We've got comfrey intergrown with what looks like marigolds. Oh, some 4 o'clocks going to bloom back here. Okay, so I am going to have to, oh, a little wild feather. I'm going to have to trim back these marigolds because I would rather have the 4 o'clocks because they make the Japanese beetles all sleepy. And I like for the Japanese beetles to get all sleepy and eaten by chickens. Look at that bumblebee. Is that a bumblebee or a carpenter bee? Looks like a bumbler to me with a slightly fuzzy butt. But I love, love, love the comfrey. And then over here, we have a cousin to the comfrey, borage, which has these beautiful little flowers. But look at how the flowers collect in the leaves. Like, that is so cute. What you doing, Biscuit? Look at that little guy. I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes. Wow. This is so cool. Alright, I'll give him some privacy. But it looks like we're about to have some, and you can see these borage are just covered in blooms too. But, oh, hazy dog, it looks like we're fixing to have some sunflowers. This is just a black oil sunflower seed from the chickens. And that we planted itself in the perfect spot. I don't know if these are going to sprout. I think I planted Thai basil all through here. Oh, hello, ladies. Poppy's been extra broody, but I'm keeping the girls in in their enclosure because I'm trying to let these Thai bottle gourds take off, and they're just so slow going. They very much resent being transplanted, but they had reseeded themselves in the wrong spot, so what can you do? We've got some little sunflowers poking up here, and I think I planted one of these, but I don't remember what I planted them with. But let's just look down the row. So the whole fence line is done with sunflowers, a mixed variety of everything from the mammoth tall sunflowers to just like fence high ones. But one section is planted all with zinnias, one section is planted all with Thai basil, and one section is planted all with celosia. So you can see we're getting some germination of something. This might be the celosia, we'll have to see. But our mint is really doing well. Gotta keep, or kind of letting some of the peas go to seed. But let's see. These are so good. Oh, look at this. A morning glory, maybe blooming tomorrow with just a little teardrop hanging off of it. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Oh. All right, let's keep looking because the mosquitoes are getting me. Let's go see how the thistle's doing. Now, all through here down the fence line, we've got those Egyptian walking onions just growing, and I wanted to make an unpalatable border for groundhogs or anything that wants to dig under the fence is going to have to really get a face full of onions. And it seems to be working. I don't know. I just work here. We still haven't taken care of this big old mess, but we'll get to it eventually. Oh my goodness! Look at well, we had this one just fell off, so. Oh, how beautiful. That is just so cool. And then down here. But in that, I mean, I know it's just weeds, but I still think it's beautiful. Wow. Look at that. Oh, this one seems it's already done flowering. My neighbor's trash cans, perfect backdrop. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. So pretty. Oh, and then that one there. And look at these mean spikes, you guys. All right, so that's basically the garden. I'm gonna head back in because my feet are wet and the mosquitoes are eating me alive. And these are the last of our bees, just hanging out in their backyard retirement home. What you doing, doggy? So dinner this evening is a roast that I cooked in the Ninja Foodie crock pot, then homemade brown gravy, homemade mashed potatoes, and some buttered boiled. So we brought this in and Randy goes, "Oh baby." So that's a good sign. Is that for me? Yeah, baby, that's for you. Good morning, you guys. It's like 4 in the morning and we're having the coolest thunderstorm. The basement's flooding just a little bit, so it looks like it might be a long night, but I'm gonna show you this really cool lightning storm. So it seems like the rain slowed down for a little bit. It's been doing this for like an hour. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys. So I have no idea what that is. Huh. Do you see that little dot? That was cool. Alright. I'm pretty sure that little dot that keeps coming up on the camera. Yeah. I think it's just something because whenever I move, it moves. I think it's a glitch with the camera, but it's still very interesting. But that's some cool lightning though, y'all. Like it's so bright it keeps, oh wow. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's afternoon. It's about 10 minutes till we start our 3 p.m. stream, actually. But that's okay. It was a pretty long night. The flooding was fine, but we slept in super late. That rain makes us so sleepy. And so we are shipping orders and then live streaming. I have to say, you guys, I realize this is a terrible angle, but oh well. I have to say, I so thoroughly appreciate when y'all let me know that you enjoy the vlogs, and just thank you to everybody who has placed orders this week. Here, this way you can actually see what it is that I'm doing. But it's really, y'all make what we do possible, and I'm so grateful because, you know, we could be doing so much worse and we're not, and that's because of you. So thank you. And I gotta put it in the baggie, and then I go like bump, and then I go like bump, and then I go like bump, 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 bump. All right, I'll get back to work. Love you. Bye bye. Hey y'all, we just finished our live stream a little while ago. Had a really good stream, but some technical difficulties there at the end trying to raid folks. Well, now we're getting the kilns loaded, and I don't even know what else, but I think this is the end of this week's vlog. I'm gonna have to edit this evening as well. I'm so hungry, I'm so tired. I'm so excited for maybe a day off tomorrow, but maybe on Wednesday, or maybe next week I'll have a day off, but we'll see. Oh, let me show you what we made in the stream before I go. So in the live stream, we sculpted this one, which I think might be one of my favorites. And then we varnished that one. We varnished and did an antique layer on that eye, that eye, that eye, that eye, and this eye. Oh, and then we got some painting done on this one. So it was a pretty productive stream and everything today. I'm just a little tuckered out. So I will see y'all next week. And until then, you guys, thank you for being here and happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.